There's nothing quite like the feeling of stepping out into your garden and being greeted by a bounty of plump, juicy tomatoes. The vibrant red, yellow, or orange hues are a feast for the eyes, and the anticipation of that first bite is enough to make your mouth water. But how do you know when your tomatoes are perfectly ripe and ready to be harvested? The first thing to look for is color. A ripe tomato will have a deep, rich color all over, with no green patches remaining. Gently squeeze the tomato. It should feel firm but slightly yielding to the touch, like a ripe peach. Avoid picking tomatoes that are too soft or mushy, as these are likely overripe. The aroma of a tomato is another great indicator of ripeness. A ripe tomato will have a sweet, earthy fragrance, especially near the stem. If you're still unsure, try tasting one. A perfectly ripe tomato will be bursting with flavor, a delightful balance of sweetness and acidity. Remember, not all tomatoes ripen at the same time. Regularly check your plants for signs of ripeness, and harvest your tomatoes as they reach their peak. This ensures you enjoy the freshest, most flavorful tomatoes possible, whether you're enjoying them fresh from the vine or incorporating them into your favorite recipes. Harvesting tomatoes is a rewarding experience, but it's important to handle them with care to preserve their freshness and flavor. A little bit of extra attention during picking and storage can go a long way in ensuring your tomatoes are market-ready. When picking tomatoes, use a gentle hand. Twist the tomato carefully until it separates from the vine, or use a pair of pruning shears to snip the stem just above the fruit. Avoid pulling or tugging on the tomatoes, as this can damage the plant and bruise the delicate fruit. Once you've picked your tomatoes, handle them with care. Avoid dropping or piling them on top of each other, as this can cause bruising. If you're harvesting a large quantity, use shallow containers or trays lined with soft material like cloth or newspaper to prevent damage during transport. Store your freshly harvested tomatoes in a cool, dry, and well-ventilated area. Avoid storing them in direct sunlight or in the refrigerator, as this can negatively impact their flavor and texture. By following these simple tips, you can ensure that your tomatoes stay fresh and delicious from your garden to your market stall. Now that you've harvested your beautiful tomatoes, it's time to prepare them for market. Sorting and packing your tomatoes properly is essential for presenting an appealing product to your customers and ensuring they stay fresh during transport. Begin by sorting your tomatoes by size and ripeness. Customers appreciate consistency, so aim to group tomatoes of similar size and color together. You can also sort your tomatoes by variety, offering a selection of heirloom, cherry, or plum tomatoes to appeal to different tastes. Once you've sorted your tomatoes, it's time to pack them. Choose containers that are sturdy, well-ventilated, and shallow enough to prevent bruising. Line your containers with clean paper towels or cardboard to absorb any excess moisture and cushion the tomatoes during transport. Avoid overcrowding your containers, as this can lead to bruising and spoilage. Instead, pack the tomatoes snugly but allow for some air circulation. If you're transporting different varieties or sizes, use dividers within your containers to keep them separate and organized. Transporting your tomatoes from your garden to the market requires careful planning to ensure they arrive in pristine condition. Temperature, humidity, and handling all play a role in maintaining the freshness and quality of your produce. Start by choosing a cool day or time of day to transport your tomatoes. Avoid transporting them during the hottest part of the day, as extreme heat can cause them to soften and spoil. If possible, transport your tomatoes in a refrigerated vehicle or use insulated containers with ice packs to maintain a cool temperature. When loading your tomatoes, handle the containers with care, avoiding any sudden movements or drops. Secure the containers in your vehicle to prevent them from shifting or toppling during transport. Once you arrive at the market, unload your tomatoes promptly and transfer them to a shaded area to protect them from direct sunlight. By taking these precautions, you can minimize the risk of damage during transport and ensure that your tomatoes arrive at the market fresh, flavorful, and ready to impress your customers.